Hey everyone, and welcome to Spartan Ninja Warrior 25. Last tournament was the first after Joey finally achieved total victory, and of the 3 renewal tournaments we've seen, it was by far the most successful, with 8 Stage 1 clears, and finally seeing a Stage 2 on a renewal. Keyword being a Stage 2, as Fireball was the only Stage 2 clear, getting his first Stage 3 since Tournament 7. But because of all that success, especially on Stage 1, it has been made much tougher, as only one obstacle, the fishbone, is unchanged from 24. We have 50 competitors here today, all eager to take on this brutal course. Let's see how they do. Also, this is my first tournament with the co-host. Enjoy. As always, we begin with Stage 1, 9 obstacles, time limit of 120 seconds, and 50 competitors at the start. Here's the start line. It's 25th tournament, in case you didn't notice. Happy birthday. Stage will start with the step slider, which is modified. The steps are closer together, and the rope with no collision at the start of the head slide is gone to not confuse randos. Then the windmill cross, brand new. You jump across those like Y-shaped thingies. And the fishbone, only unchanged obstacle this tournament, and I think you can see why. It's having a lot of fun. Now the double pendulum, the trampoline jump has been made much tougher, and the jump to the pendulum itself has also been made harder. Then tire run, the jump into that second head slide has been made much tougher to stick into. The double work wall, both walls completely rebuilt to be harder. Speaking of making things harder, the escalator, people were terrified of it last tournament, but there were still 9 people that got through it, so I made it harder. Then the swing mast, the distances are changed. That's really the only way you can modify it. But the rope ladder, the jumps for all of the blocks are now bigger. If any of our 50 competitors can get through this stage in 120 seconds, they will face the second stage. And now our first competitor of the tournament is the newcomer, Matty the Div. I forget who he's friends with in this community, but he is not a rando, thankfully. So we have someone with at least one brain cell taking on this first ever look at the windmill cross. Pretty simple obstacle. It would probably be a good 1.1, but whatever. Matty waiting for his preferred time on the fishbone. Oh yeah, the fishbone, getting good timing on it is now reliant on your speed, because it actually resets right when you jump onto the step slider. But now Matty is onto the double pendulum, gonna get the pretty good jump, but he falls off of the swing. Matty is out.
Sorry, I zoned out.
And now number 2, we have Colossal Wood 235. Yeah, that there was my best friend ReactBot. He won't be showing up for every run, but he'll be popping in for some commentary on occasion. Oh well. Now Rosa Park 745. This is one of my favorite gamer tags of the whole tournament. One of my least favorite runs of the whole tournament, however. BD Pundit 2. Probably supposed to be pronounced like pundit or something, like the media people talking. Oh, that was a very sketchy jump into the head slide, but the punt makes it work, running back on the platform for some reason. Now getting through the windmill cross, looking pretty good there. Now onto the fishbone, overshooting the first peg completely.
Hawk Tua.
The Lion of Zion. Probably supposed to be the Lion of Zion or Lion of Zion. I don't care, rhyming is fun. Now let's see how Zion Williamson does here. Through the step slider. Now for the windmill cross onto the second one. Now the third, and defeating the obstacle. Time for the fishbone. Just saw our first fail here. BD Pundit. How will Zion do? Poorly. Now at number 6 we have Gendog, formerly known as Smoke Tanks. I forget if his gamer tag was Gendog or Smoke Tanks in the previous tournament, but whatever, we still mostly refer to him as Smoke Tanks. But people know him by both names, so whatever. He's hoping to do very well, as all competitors do, but he will not. Spartan 3148, a very appropriate name. I just burped between the runs. I am sorry. I'm not actually, but I'll pretend like I am. For engagement. Time for the apology video. Okay, Spartan getting through the windmill cross nicely. Now on the fishbone. Can we finally have someone else get through this obstacle? That was a very close call there. But Spartan does defeat the fishbone. Now for the double pendulum. Getting a horrid jump. Same. Now we have Mickey Cop 8. A famous video re-uploader at 2x speed. You know, I just had the idea that, you know what, it would have been pretty fun to have this run be shown at like twice the speed. For no particular reason. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now onto the fishbone. How will Mickey do here? The third peg. The fourth was bad timing, and he fails the fishbone. Number 9 is Vitamin. Pretty sure this is a rando.
Is this 8 minutes yet?
Just barely. Now we have Crims 1. This is confirmedly a rando. Getting through the step slider into that head slide. Now, gonna take a moment to size up the windmill cross, then goes for it. Taking his time. Getting on to the second. Can Crims get to the third? Just short. Number 11, we have our first veteran of the tournament, Halo Fan 17. His only time clearing Stage 1 was in Tournament 23, I think, the final tournament of the previous era, which is when Joey achieved total victory and caused everyone to get pissed at him, I suppose. For good reason. It's supposed to be the hardest error the course has ever had. On the double pendulum, nice bounce, sticks a swing, gonna go for the pendulum, landing on that. Crouch walking around, and we have our first competitor through the double pendulum today. Halo Fan, for right now, is in first place, looking pretty good through the tire run. Into that head slide. Going around carefully, and landing on that big tire. Going for the head slide. And he is into it, now he is going to go around Halo Fan. Hits the supports, he's disqualified. Halo Fan is out.
August 12th, 2036. The heat death of the universe.
And he keeps going, and he would have failed the escalator anyways. Now number 12, Ebby 6500. How will this rando do? Let's find out. We're 12 runs in. I'm already running out of things to talk about. This is a great sign. Thankfully, I have ReactBot for whenever things get boring. He's there to comfort me. I have his plush for him sitting right beside me. Keeping me company at all times, watching me when I sleep. Warding off all the sleep paralysis demons. Evie is running into that invisible block before the trampoline and failing the double pendulum. Got a very nice dolphin hop. Now number 13, one of the best forgers in the jumping community, Sane the Legend. He has his own channel that I forget the name of, honestly. Please don't kill me. Don't send the Canadian military after me. Why am I even saying that? Canada doesn't have a military. Sane is through the windmill cross. Now for the fishbone. Sane looking pretty good so far. An incredibly talented jumper, but doesn't always show on courses. Sane gets a good bounce from the trampoline. Oh, he almost overshot it. Had to take a safe jump, and he's going to come up well short of the pendulum. Sane the Legend fails the double pendulum. Yeah, he knew that he was going to slide off of that swing, so he took a safe jump. But I feel like that might have cut some of the momentum the swing had. Does that make sense? And he fails. Number 14, we have my other favorite gamer tag of the tournament, Epstein Cellmate. Probably very, very poor timing for this gamer tag to be used. But oh well. Very poor run as well. Lolo 2 L3 GT. That is certainly gamertag. How will this person do? Horrible. Now at number 16 we have the regular Hi, I'm Galactic. How will Galactic do? Forgotten how he's done in the past. Obviously he's never cleared stage 1 since he is a regular. But maybe he can break through and get his first clear today. He is through the window cross now for the fishbone. This jittery, beautiful mess of an obstacle that I definitely didn't have to restart the game at least 15 times to get it actually working this tournament, and that I won't be rebuilding in the next tournament. Galactic is through. Fishbone now for the double pendulum. Gonna get a very high bounce, landing on the swing. And doesn't even get a jump off of the swing. Galactic is out. And now, another regular, Demigods. Does not compete super often, but whenever I need a run to fill out and he's there, he is always ready and willing to help me out with a run. That's how he is for most courses, if not every course, really. Yeah, we love Demi here, call him Deej. Mainly around for HBL, the Halo Basketball League on Halo 5. But still a decently competent jumper.
Only Virgos can relate.
And now we have our first competitor with a profile today, host of the Elite Challenge, Elite MKB. For the longest time on Halo Infinite, he struggled with the half-pipe attack. He'd never beaten it until Tournament 23. When he finally broke through, not only to defeat the half-pipe attack, but to defeat Stage 1 as well. Although last time, this racer, funnily enough, failed its replacement tire run. Just completely whiffing the jump into the first head slide, and Elite hoping to avenge his previous failure last time and get his second ever Stage 1 clear. And through one obstacle, very small sample size, but he is looking good so far. He hosts the Elite Challenge. It's a very silly and fun course. It's kind of like a lobotomy patient, but in a fun and endearing way. Elite is going to get a pretty good bounce on the double pendulum. Swinging and onto the pendulum, taking many save jumps. And that dismount was pretty close, but he does get through it. Now for the tire run. Can Elite get his revenge here? Gonna stick onto that fourth tire. He's gonna go into the head slide and do the exact same thing. Elite MKB, for the second tournament in a row, fails to jump into the first head slide on tire run. Yeah, he just miscalculated. He held his controller in the wrong direction or something, held this stick for movement, I don't know. He's out again. Now we have TX Hot T, formerly known as TX Drew TV. I forget the last time he even competed, but he is back now, hoping to do good. And at a very good pace through that step slider. Now to the windmill cross. Let's stop on that second one, and he gets through the obstacle. Now for the fishbone. Jittering a little bit, but Drew gets a strange jump. Well, strange timing, but he does defeat the fishbone. Now for the double pendulum. He was very worried about this obstacle, and it shows. He comes up well short of the swing, and Drew is out. Number 20, we have FaZe Alashkinov, who competed in the previous tournament and failed the fishbone. Let's see if FaZe can improve upon that result today. It's always a pleasant surprise when a rando shows up for more than one tournament. Like, I love getting new faces to pad out the run order, but it's also fun seeing people that, like, I wouldn't say are dedicated, but willing to show up and I guess had fun. Not very fun to watch that, though. What's always fun to watch is this guy's run, Snoz, our beloved old head of the community. He is very not confident on this course. He's never beaten Stage 1 in his many, many appearances. Never even beaten the 5th obstacle of Stage 1, I believe. Which, to do so today, you would need to beat Tire Run. Which, if he does, this tournament, it would put him in first place for now. Snoz took a while to wait for his preferred cycle on the fishbone, but he does get through it. Now, for the double pendulum, Snoz is going to get a very bad bounce, and he fails. Snoz is out on the double pendulum. Yeah, he just couldn't get a good bounce. Not enough height, not enough distance. I think he had the right technique in mind, he just didn't execute it properly.
Did that just happen?
Yes, it did. Now, number 22, we have Zucho, or Zuchu. I assume Zucho, since it only ends with 1-0 instead of 2. That run was bad. It ended something I can't come up with a joke. Now we have a veteran, Sunnyside Splash. I believe he was number 1 in the run order last time due to the lottery. That happens with every renewal. And Sunny is hoping to clear Stage 1, obviously. No one has come anywhere close, really. No one's beaten Tire Run. It's just been Halo Fan and Elite that have gotten there so far. Sunny is making quick work, which he usually doesn't go very quick. Gets a very high jump on the double pendulum, landing on that swing perfectly, and landing on the pendulum perfectly as well. Sunny defeats the double pendulum. Now for Tire Run. We've seen 2 fails here. 1 actual fail and 1 disqualification by going off course. Sunny will stick into that first head slide. He is going around to land on that big tire, get a save jump, and he is into the second head slide. Now Sunny is going around, defeating that obstacle. Now our first look at this brand new version of the double warp wall. He's up both walls in one. Now the escalator has been made even tougher than the last tournament. And Sunny is not getting good jumps, and he does not get to the 4th plank on the escalator. Sunnyside Splash, making a big splash into the water below. Failing Stage 1. And it's unfortunate. The escalator claims its first victim of the day. Many competitors were worried about it last time. Same applies for today. Now, 24, we have one of Halo Infinite's favorite randos, Wally Waspers. A very fun gamer tag. Maybe they will be a Wally, as in the term that Hunter Unit uses for silly competitors, I guess. Not looking very silly so far, looking very good, especially by rando standards. That was very close. Now Wally Waspers getting that jump on the pendulum, got a save jump, and fails it. Wally Waspers out now. The final daytime run, the rando Draco 9563. Stopping on that first step, got the sword out. Just observing it, I guess. Finally got to the second one. Taken a long time on the step slider. Can they speed up a bit? Now for this jump into the head slide. Draco does get through it. This is obviously not to be confused with Drago is sick for many reasons.
I forgot what happened. Can you play it again?
No. Why would I do that? Now we have the first Sunset Run Rando Tripster. We are now into the second half of Stage 1. Getting with this Rando with a very fun gamer tag. Tripster is very fun to say, similar to Wally Waspers. Can Tripster put on a similar run to Wally Waspers? No, he will not. Now we have the host of Irish Warrior, Crowned Ferret 19. As I said, he hosts Irish Warrior, a very good tournament. As of recording this, he has like a week and a half left to fill in his current tournament, and I hope that one's good, just as I hope that this tournament right now will be good. Which right now it's been a tournament. Irish through the first two obstacles. Did not get his preferred fishbone cycle, shooting it in frustration. That is not going to help it. Mr. Foley. His channel is Kyle Foley. I forget the numbers at the end of it. You have to type in. So YouTube does that. That was close. That was scary, but he does get through the fishbone. Now Irish. Double pendulum, gonna get a nice jump. Taking save jumps on the swing, and he doesn't get a jump back onto the swing after his save. Yeah, Irish, he had... I don't think he needed to take a save there, but he just wanted to be cautious, I guess. And Irish is now out. Once again, failing Stage 1 on Halo Infinite. Now we have Odin LV Snow. Maybe the LV means this person's from Vegas? I don't know. That run was about as good as the Las Vegas Raiders. Now we have a very strong, relatively new competitor, Whirlpool 730. First competed in Tournament 23 and was the first newcomer since, I believe, Cobra in Tournament 3 to defeat Stage 1 on their debut. However, his Stage 2 run was probably the shortest we've ever had, failing the first obstacle to slider drop. In the previous tournament, however, he could not live up to his previous success going out on the double pendulum. It took him a while to even get the swing to go, and he ended up coming up short of the pendulum. But now Whirlpool, hoping to improve off of his disappointment last time. I don't think Disappoint actually competed in this tournament, sadly. So I can't make that joke anymore. At least this time. Why am I talking about someone not even in this tournament? Yeah, it's Whirlpool's run. Whirlpool is through the window cross now. For the fishbone. Gonna go right. Oh my god, he overshot the first peg. Whirlpool fails the fishbone in a very baffling fashion. Now, number 30, we have Bible Boy 316. I can't remember if those numbers are like the automatically generated ones at the end of the gamer tag, or if Bible Boy put them there. If they were auto-generated, that is a
John,
very
chapter
sacred
11,
thing.
Verse 35. Jesus wept.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Now we have Katie Moosh Pie, Caddy Moosh Pie, I don't care really. Taking a long time on this final step, on the step slider. Just jumping around at will. They go for the head slide, yes. And they die. Oh well. Now we have Atlantic Chump, the veteran. Kinda sorta host of Halo Sasuke, I'm not really sure at this point. He has Joey hosting it for him. Yeah, I'm not even sure what that entire situation is like at this point. Chumpy has been pretty inconsistent on Halo Infinite. On this course, he's had plenty of Stage 1 success, but not any Stage 2 success. And he's struggled on Stage 1 as well in the recent tournaments. Not cleared in a while, I'm pretty sure. Hoping to change that and become our first clear of the day. Chumpy is going to go into that first head slide. Has a good pace so far. Chumpy lands on that big tire. Going to go for the second head slide. Chumpy falls out of it! Atlantic champ fails tire run. See, the strategy, getting into the second head slide, right once you get into it, you want to hold all the way back on your controller, whether you're using a keyboard or an actual controller. You just hold back right when you get into it. And Chumpy just did not do that, sadly. Number 33 is the competitor who did the best of all the Stage 1 fails last tournament, TunV101. It was a very impressive debut run, getting 9th place out of the 50 competitors, and hoping to go just a bit further on Stage 1, which would mean clearing our first clear. Not uncommon on this course to take a long time to get our first clear, but I am sure we will get there eventually. TunV gets a very solid bounce on the double pendulum, gonna ride that swing. Getting onto the pendulum, a slide there, a bit of a close call, looking weird, but he does get through the double pendulum. Now for tire run. You've seen 3 failures here. TunV not wanting to be the 4th. This competitor from Thailand looking very strong so far. And can he avenge Chumpy here? Gets in the head slide. Yes, he will. Now just get through this. Don't pull Halo fan. And now the double warp wall. TunV is up the first in 1. And the second in 1 as well. And now for the escalator. He was worried about this, as is everyone. And he got too good of a jump off of the first one. So not good enough of a jump on the second one. So he came up short of the third one. That's how numbers work. TunV fails the escalator. So he will not get his first Stage 1 clear today. Very sad.
Here comes the ReactBot boost.
Next up, we have Hunter Unit 751, host of Ninja Warrior of Halo. Recently finished uploading his final Halo 5 tournament, which, not to brag or anything, but I got first place in. Excuse me, that was a very poorly timed burp, although when you're commentating anything, burps and yawns are probably very poorly timed. But I wouldn't know about yawning. Hunter gonna wait a bit on the fishbone, but he does get on it. He did not clear the last tournament, which ended a streak of Stage 1 clears, ending a streak of, I believe, 2 straight Stage 3 appearances. Hunter gets a horrible bounce! Hunter Unit 751 fails the double pendulum. Yeah, he had distance, just couldn't get any height. And the Niwa host is already out. Very sad. So yeah, this happened. Mata Owelis, yeah, I just couldn't find the footage. So I have it written down as fishbone fail, so oh well. And now our next competitor is a very spotty record of competing, but when he has shown up, he's done very well. The new star, the worker of meme. Many people just call him Blank, but no matter what you call him, I think it's obvious to see he's an incredibly talented jumper, and has shown it many, many times. So although in his first appearance on this course he had a very embarrassing half-pipe attack fail, Second appearance, he got all the way to the peg cloud on stage 3. Then in tournament 22, he ended up going out on the Ultimate Crazy Cliffhanger, but in the previous, well, no, not previous, the final tournament of the previous era in tournament 23, he got to the vertical limit try. Missed the last tournament, but he's back hoping to make it seem like he was never gone, wearing his trademark Santa hat. He's always in a festive mood. Plus, he's also from Canada, so it's probably cold there very often. Can this Canadian is Canuck a derogatory word for Canadians? I'm not sure, because there's a hockey team called the Vancouver Canucks. I'm not gonna risk it, but it's a thing. Yeah. Meme is looking very good so far. Onto tire run. Going right into that first head slide. Going around it. Onto that big tire. Now Meme into that second one. Very good pace. Now this time limit is not as lenient as you would expect 120 seconds to be. He's up both for balls and one. Now for the escalator. No one's beaten this yet. Meme to the first two, the third, the fourth. He's gonna go for the fifth. He gets a bad jump. He came up short of it, and he comes up short of the sixth one entirely. The worker of Meme fails stage 1. Do not remember the last time he did. Might have been his debut appearance, I forget, but no matter when it happened, this is still a very, very tragic run. Yet another stage 1 fail. They keep coming. Hopefully we'll have our first clear soon. Doubt it'll come from this one, though. Shadow Moses 453, a rando. Into that head slide and out of it. Number 38, Secret Ninja MX, a very fitting gamer tag for this course. Can this ninja do good on Spartan Ninja Warrior? I mean, by rando standards, they're doing very well so far. Onto the fishbone. Looking very comfortable. Right through it now with the double pendulum. Gonna jump a lot. Testing that trampoline. You're not supposed to do that, but it's a rando. I'll let it slide. Especially since they fail right there. Now, our second new star of the tournament, Gaming Brando. It took him a bit to get going on this course, since I think he started late on Halo 5, and I know he didn't clear until Halo Infinite. I mean, it's the middle of his run already. I'm not going to look it up. Someone else can. Irish has the results sheet somewhere. He can do all the dirty work. Landing on that swing. And going for the pendulum. Brando defeats the double pendulum. Now how will he do on tire run? It's been deadlier than last tournament, which isn't all that hard to do, and only one person failed it. He almost got bumped out of the head slide right away. But he does recover. Now that big tire going for the second head slide. He is into it. Going around it. Should be good on time. He is up the first warp wall in one. The second in one as well. Brando now going for the escalator. The second plank. The third, he overshot the third plank, and Brando is out. And now our final sunset run of the day, veteran Junsato Cyan. In the previous tournament, he was one of many fails on Wingnut Alley on stage 2. And he is hoping to get back to stage 2 and go even further. There's been 39 runs so far, 0 clears. Will Cyan be the first? He is off. Looking good. He stopped on that fourth step for a moment, but he does get through the step slider to the cameraman. failing at his job yet again. I've gone through like at least 12 something cameramen on this course so far. Cyan did not get his preferred cycle on the fishbone, so he's shooting it. Not gonna help, but hey, if it gets some frustration out before continuing on the course, which seems to have worked, at least on the fishbone. Now Cyan going right into that double pendulum, landing on that swing. And onto that pendulum, running around it, defeating the obstacle. Cyan a little bit less time than you'd want because of how long he had to wait on the fishbone. But he is still looking good time aside. It is still enough to clear, but he cannot afford many mistakes now. He's in the second head slide. Cyan is through tire run. Now the double warp wall. Does not get up the first in one, but he is up it in two. Now the second wall, he's just barely up it in one. After the escalator, no one's beaten this so far. Cyan was a bit sketchy there on the third one, but he is looking good, and Cyan is our first person through the escalator today. Just 2 obstacles left in just over 20 seconds. Got a good grapple on the swing mast. Oh, what a save jump on the rope ladder. Cyan has a mistake on the rope ladder. Okay, he is going to have to hurry now. The klaxon is sounding. Cyan is climbing. It will be a bit close, but Junsato Cyan is our first clear of the day with 2.6 seconds left on the clock. Very nicely done. Wasn't perfect. He waited a while on the fishbone, which is part of why this run was so close to a timeout. Also needing 2 attempts on the first warp wall, and that almost run-ending mistake on the rope ladder. Those were not enough to deter him and keep him from clearing.
Clearly AI.
It's not AI, ReactBot. You shouldn't accuse people of things like that. This person definitely is not AI. Eternal Flame, one of the 4 new stars on this course. Missed the previous tournament, and his appearances have been a little spotty lately. But when he has shown up, he's made it count. His first time defeating Stage 1, he got to Stage 3, failed the final jump of the stage, and he has gotten to Stage 3 in many tournaments since then. As you can see here, he did have a shocking fail in Tournament 22 on the swing edge, but in 23, he put up his best result since getting the pipe slider, going out on the vertical limit try. Eternal missed the previous tournament, but is hoping to make up for lost time. Make it seem like he was never gone at all. And let's hope that he can join Cyan and be the second clear of the day. Eternal is going very quickly through this course so far. Now on the fishbone, going to take a very brief stop on that second peg. But Eternal now going for the double pendulum, gets a very high jump. Eternal is onto the swing. He's going to go for the jump, and Eternal falls off of the pendulum! Eternal Flame fails the double pendulum. I thought he had it. Yeah, it looks like he probably could have taken a save jump, but it's so risky doing that on any part of this obstacle that I don't blame him for not trying, but still, it's a tragic fail either way. And now we have the veteran who cleared Stage 1 on his first appearance last time, Fluffy B. He hosts Objective Jump. It's an interesting course in a similar way to the Elite Challenge. Let's see how Fluffy can do. many people leading up to this tournament were worried about the escalator, and it's shown why. But of all of them, Fluffy, possibly the most nervous of it, landing on the pendulum, did take a safe jump there, but through that obstacle. Now for Tire Run, there's been some fails here. Fluffy does not want to join them. Fluffy is into that first head slide. Going around it, landing on the big tire. The second head slide very nicely. Got a little over a minute going onto the double warp wall. First, up that in one. Now for the second, up in one as well. Now for the escalator. He was horrified of this obstacle. Got a new camera angle. He is going right on the side of those planks there, and he didn't get the best jump off the fifth, and Fluffy fails the escalator. Fluffy B out on stage one. He will not fully back up his incredible rookie appearance last time. I mean, based on how this tournament's gone so far, this is still a great run. In a deep stage one, on a very brutal course, nothing to be ashamed about. But it's still very unfortunate that he went out like this. And now, someone else who cleared last time, Vulcan, formerly known as Vulcan 1610, Stray Felix, Mr. PP. I am still very sad he never ran a course with that gamer tag, but it lives on in all of our hearts. Vulcan failed the falling shelves on stage 2 last time, hoping to get back there and get some revenge. That was a close call to Fishbone. Vulcan, now going for the double pendulum, gets a pretty good bounce. And he went for the jump a little too late. Vulcan fails the double pendulum. One of the veterans of this course. Defeated stage 1 last time, and he goes out shockingly early. I don't know what to say. This tournament has been brutal. I mean, that's how a good amount of my tournaments go, but I did not expect this. And now we have another new star who is trying to avenge a personal worst in the previous tournament, Free MMO Direct. For a very long time, he struggled on either the half-pipe attack or the peg cloud on stage 3. But in tournament 22, he finally broke through and beat the peg cloud, failing the bungee rope climb. And 23 was his first stage 2 fail on Hornet's Nest, and 24 was his personal worst, failing the double pendulum. So this new star is regressing quite a bit. He is hoping to change that now. And he is off. This incredibly speedy PC player, probably the biggest breakout star on Halo Infinite, is trying to show why he is one of the best, although he has not shown it as much on this course. But so far, he's looking good now for the double pendulum. Can he get his revenge? He gets a very strange bounce, but he gets the swing going, and he does get on the pendulum this time. Free defeats the double pendulum. It will not claim him for the second tournament in a row. Now for Tire Run, right into that first head slide. Great pace, as he usually is on basically any course. That second head slide, he is going around it through Tire Run now for the double warp wall. Free is up the first in one. Now the second, time for the escalator. Never attempted this before. He's setting himself up. He is hesitating. You can almost never see that from Free. But he is going on the escalator. He did not get the best jump on the third, but it's alright. He recovered. He got a bad jump off the fifth. Free MMO Direct fails the escalator. The new star out on stage 1 again. This obstacle claiming another victim. Yeah, he did not get a great jump off of the 4th one. So for that giant jump to the 5th plank, he did not really land on it much. He was able to get a jump, but it was nowhere near enough. And Free fails stage 1 for the 2nd time in a row. But we have to move on, and our next competitor did clear stage 1 last time, Sonic Fan 10193. He went out on Wingnut Alley last time, hoping to get back there and do better. Although, as we have seen, that is not an easy task at all. Sonic, so far, looking good. Getting through the fishbone, a little scary there, but that obstacle's supposed to be scary, so whatever. Sonic is going to get a solid bounce. Swing forward, and he waited a bit, and Sonic comes up short of the pendulum! Sonic Fan 10193 fails the double pendulum. It claims another victim. Yeah, he hesitated a little bit too long on that swing. He just couldn't get the distance to get to that pendulum. And this Mario hater is out. Now we have arguably the greatest jumper of all time and an all-star, Smokey Massacre. For a very long time on this course, especially on Halo Infinite, he struggled with stage 2, but eventually he would finally get through it. But in Tournament 23, he ended up failing Hornet's Nest. And last time he was number 2 in the run order. And he was also the first clear of this era, although his stage 2 run did not last very long, going out right away on the Kudari Salmon Ladder. Pretty embarrassing fail there, Smokey hoping to not repeat that same mistake and to get much further, as he is used to on courses. He is the host of Halo Ninja Warrior. A new tournament of that is starting up pretty soon. Rest in peace, Workwall. Gone but not forgotten. Smokey is getting through this early half of stage 1 nice. Landing on the swing. Will he avenge Sonic Fan? He lands on the pendulum, riding it as it swings, and he defeats the obstacle. Now for tire run. Jumping across these 4 smaller tires. Now into the head slide. Looking good so far. And onto that big tire. Now for the second head slide. He is into it. Smokey taking this time. Now for these work walls. He struggled a lot with them in practice. He is up the first in one. Not the second one, though, but he still has plenty of time. He is up and into now the escalator. Can he be the second one to defeat this obstacle? Smokey gets a bad jump off the first. He doesn't even get to the second one. Doesn't even get a chance to jump on it. And Smokey Massacre, the host of Halo Ninja Warrior, is yet another victim of the escalator. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This course was supposed to be harder than last time, but not like this. Last tournament, a hero was needed. And this guy answered the call. Fireball ZXZ, one of the best jumpers ever. The reigning grand champion still of Halo Ninja Warrior. And for a very long time, he was on a drought of Stage 3 appearances. Last time was his first time beating Stage 2 since Tournament 7, way back on Halo 5. That was a few years ago, like 3 or 4, maybe close to 5, I forget exactly. But Fireball was the hero Tournament 24 needed on Stage 2, although his Stage 3 run had a very anticlimactic ending on Crank It Up. And although Cyan has cleared, I'm sure he does not want to be alone. And we still have 4 competitors left, 4 of the best in this community, and maybe all 4 can join Cyan. We can get 5 clears. Fireball did not get much practice for this tournament, but he doesn't get much practice for basically any tournament on any course at this point. But he still makes it work a vast majority of the time. Fireball landing on that swing as it swings. And he is on to that pendulum, defeating that obstacle now for tire run. He was a little bit worried about this in his brief time practicing this course. But so far, he is looking good. On that big tire. Now, the hardest part of the obstacle does get into that second head slide. Fireball through tire run. Now for the double warp wall. He is not up the first in 1. He is up it in 2. Now the second warp wall, not up that in 1. Or in 2 either. Okay. He's not up it in 3. Okay, if he gets up it here, he doesn't. Okay, come on, Fireball, get up this wall. He is struggling with it. Fireball is finally up it. He can still clear, but he has to hurry. Fireball is running through the escalator. He is looking good. He got too low on the third one, and he fails the escalator. Fireball ZXZ fails stage 1. This tournament keeps getting crazier and crazier. Fireball, after finally breaking through in the previous tournament to get back to stage 3, he's back to failing stage 1. You only have 3 competitors left, but I think they all have a very good shot of clearing this stage. We start this final 3 with the first grand champion, Petrillo Fam 4. Achieving total victory way back in Tournament 4. And while his track record hasn't been the cleanest since then, he has still shown many times why he rightfully deserves to be an all-star. In the last tournament, he was one of the 8 clears. He did have, I believe, the slowest time. Might not have been the slowest, but it was at least one of the slowest. And he was making very quick work of stage 2 at first, until just like almost everyone that got to that obstacle, failing Wingnut Alley. Pedro is now off, hoping to get through this unexpectedly brutal stage 1. And he is on to the windmill cross. Looking good so far. Now for the fishbone. He was worried about this, but he's going right through it. And defeating the obstacle. Now for the double pendulum. Pedro is also worried about this. He's going to test out the trampoline. Okay. As long as he keeps a good pace after this, he should be good. Landing on that swing, Pedro took a save jump. He goes for the pendulum. Pedro, he falls off the pendulum! Petrillo Fam 4, the first grand champion, is out on the double pendulum. He fails stage 1. Oh my god, what is going on? This tournament, it was supposed to be hard. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Pedro fails the double pendulum, tying his personal worst. Now you might be wondering why Pedro is only 48. It's because an old face has returned. The second grand champion, Tricky Cyrus, is finally back on this course after quite the hiatus, for reasons I won't get into. He achieved total victory in Tournament 12, and in his most recent appearance before this, which it'll show soon, in Tournament 20, he ended up failing the ultimate crazy cliffhanger. And since then, he had vanished from the community for a while, but he is back. And hoping to knock off all the rust right away. And I feel like we all kind of need some hope right now. We need something good to happen. Maybe Tricky can make it happen. And he is off for the first time since the 20th anniversary tournament. And no, this is not a thing with him where he's only going to show up at like milestone tournaments. He's back now. He was just gone for a long time. But Tricky so far is looking like he's never been gone. And now the double pendulum. Can he avenge Pedro? He gets a very high bounce. But he's on the swing and on the pendulum. Oh, there was a little bit of lag or glitching there. But he got through it. Tricky is on to tire run. Almost everything on this course is foreign to him, including this obstacle, but he is on the big tire. He gets a save jump. Tricky is going to go into the head slide. He falls out of it! Tricky Cyrus on his first tournament back since Tournament 20 fails tire run. Yet another top competitor out on stage 1. I genuinely can't believe it. Like, I'm not completely shocked that Tricky failed after being gone for so long, but it's still insane. There's only one competitor left if Cyan wants anyone to join him. But if there's anyone that can get through this incredibly difficult stage 1, it's this guy. Joey Davis, the 3rd Grand Champion, the undisputed GOAT of Spartan Ninja Warrior, is up to the plate in Tournament 25. Achieved total victory 2 tournaments ago, and in the previous tournament, he got through stage 1 with ease, but like quite a few that day, he was taken out by Wingnut Alley, and was very disappointed. But now, with how brutal this course is, if I were him, I wouldn't be disappointed, really. No matter how I did. Like, unless I failed one of the first 3 obstacles or so, but, like, Joey knows how to do better than that. When he first started jumping, he really didn't, but he definitely does now. The fishbone. For the final run of stage 1, of course, it's probably the most broken it's been, but it doesn't matter. He's through it now with the double pendulum. We just saw Pedro fail this a few minutes ago. Joey landing on the swing, going for the pendulum. And it's taken a while to start swinging. That was weird, but it does eventually get swinging. And he gets through it still. Lots of time. Now for tire run. And we just saw Tricky fail here. Can Joey avenge him? Going around this first head slide onto that big tire, getting that save jump. Now on the second head slide, he does get into it. He's done better than Tricky. But there is still a very long way to go. He wants to be the second clear today. The double work while he's up the second one. Now the escalator. This has been the make or break obstacle for so many competitors today. Joey is looking good through the first 4. Now to the 5th, he got a bit of a strange jump. Joey fails the escalator! Joey Davis, the Grand Champion, fails stage 1. He will not join Cyan. Nobody will. There's only one clear. Joey is not that one. I genuinely don't know what to say. This tournament, I never imagined it would be like this. But we have to carry on. There might only be one competitor left, but I think Cyan, with the practice he's put in, is capable of pushing this tournament further.
This is literally 1984.
There's only one competitor left, but last I checked, that was more than 0. Junsato Cyan's the last man standing. he will face this stage that he failed last time. Not a lot has changed, really. The Double Dipper remains unchanged from the previous tournament. And the same goes for the Kudari Salmon Ladder. You just go up 5 rungs and then down 4. And you go across those green bars of safety into the falling shelves. A different version of the swing edge from the previous Infinite tournaments. Then the paddle boards go across those totally very stable balls. And the one thing changed on this stage, Wingnut Alley. All these jumps have been made slightly easier. Then the stage ends on the shoulder walk. Get on top of that ball, roll it down that path, and get to that landmine. If Cyan can beat this in 110 seconds, he will move on to stage 3. And he is prepared. He is ready. He knows that the hopes of 49 others are resting squarely on his shoulders, and he'll try to push through however many nerves he's feeling. Well, he dropped his sword there to get through stage 2. He is going very quickly up this first salmon ladder. Now to go downward, he is going at a very nice pace. Fortunately for him, this is probably the most lenient time limit that Stage 2 has ever had on this course. It's still a speed stage at its core, but the obstacles overall are probably the hardest they've ever been. And he is on the paddle boards, making very quick work of these. And through that, now for Wingnut Alley. He failed the jump to the second wingnut because he didn't even get a jump, but he does here, and he gets to it. Now going to the third. Cyan's on the third wingnut. 2 jumps left. Now to the fourth one. He defeats that. 1 jump left. The dismount. Cyan defeats Wingnut Alley. Now just the shoulder walk. Plenty of time. No need to rush. He's going to shoot that ball down the track. Cyan's going to go for the dismount, and the tournament is not over yet. Junsato Cyan defeats Stage 2. 1 of 1. He has done it. He had to carry all the hopes and ambitions of the 49 that have fallen around him. So far, he's done that flawlessly. Very clean run all around. He got a slide there on the dismount of Wingnut Alley, which is a little weird, but I mean, he cleared.
Bro thought they were man, bro thought they were bro thought next TikTok.
Cyan defeated Stage 2 all by himself. Maybe he can do the same for Stage 3. 8 obstacles, no time limit, but plenty of modifications. The nail clippers have been made a bit easier. The platforms that you jump on made a bit wider. Same case for the floating boards. And then on Crank It Up, the jump's been made a little easier, and everything besides the pegs you jump on has no collision now to prevent things like fireballs fail last time. Ultra Crazy Cliffhanger is unchanged because no one attempted it last time, although I don't know if I should say that for every obstacle that's changed. The Vertical Limit Burst, unchanged, possibly the hardest obstacle this course has ever seen, but probably the hardest obstacle in Stage 3 from the previous era, the Peg Cloud, which was in the last tournament, is now gone, replaced with Deja Vu. Just go under those things and grapple them. Then the return of the Spider Flip from the first 4 tournaments. It's simple, you know how the Spider Flip works. And the stage ends with the Flying Mongoose. You jump that mongoose across those 5 cradles, make that brutal dismount. If Cyan can somehow defeat all 8 of these obstacles, he will be moving on to the final stage. There's a very, very long way to go to that point. Cyan psyching himself up right now. And he is about to go. There he is. Only untimed stage for a reason. The hardest obstacles on the course. Many on this version of the stage, probably the hardest obstacles that SNW has ever seen, but they are all possible. And Cyan has defeated the floating boards, now to crank it up. The previous tournament ended on this jump here, where Fireball really didn't even attempt it, but Cyan gets the save jump, and now onto the second set of cranks. Cyan is setting himself up, and he's on top of that. Now to the third, he gets a save jump. Cyan goes forward, he comes up short of it! Cyan fails, crank it up! Tournament 25 is over. Cyan's heroic effort, the only stage 1 clear, and getting all the way to stage 3. His tournament has ended. All 50 competitors are done. And it was a very valiant effort from Cyan, but it ends here. He just didn't get a good enough jump. Didn't have any forward momentum at the start of the jump, really, and that's what you need on that obstacle. And this tournament is over.
Did you know that most of my viewers aren't subscribed to me? So let's smash that sub button and ring-a-ding that bell.
Well, everyone, that was Spartan Ninja Warrior Tournament 25, and it was interesting. Alright, I definitely wanted it to be harder than 24. Did not expect it to be the hardest stage 1 this course has ever had. But what happened, happened. And what we're left with, I don't know if I like or dislike this tournament, but I am really, really happy that it happened. Because Tournament 16, that was a bloodbath. But that was more so, I mean this in the most insulting way possible, it was a skill issue for everyone involved, except for Pedro and Joey clearing the stage. But this time, it was just a very, very brutal course, especially the double pendulum and escalator. And Cyan was the only one to get through it. And I've made a lot of promises about tournaments being uploaded and finished on time and stuff. I don't know if I'm ever gonna fully promise upload dates again. I will promise starting dates for tournaments. So tournament 26, I want to start probably late this February or early March. Stay tuned for an announcement video soonish. But everyone, thank you all for watching. I'm so sorry this took so long to get out. For many reasons, honestly, but it's... What can I say, really? Just thank you all for watching. The reactions, the support, seeing the results in real time, that's why I still do this. So thank you, everyone. See you next time. That was a pretty interesting tournament. Hey, ReactBot, what do you think?
Hey, ReactBot, what do you think? Shut up.